Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we are doing our NFL AFC Record Predictions. I've already reacted to my predictions from last year, so if you guys have not seen the video, I recommend you guys go check that out. We did not do too good, so we are looking to do a lot better in this video. This is only going to be AFC, as you can tell from the title and what I just said in my intro, but yeah. So the gameplay that is playing, it is mine. It's like I played in this game. I'm the Houston Texans. We're using the Texans because they were the worst team in the AFC. I just didn't want to talk over this video and share factory because it's a lot easier to do on my computer, and this was the only way I knew how to do it. So, yeah. By the way, I might cut, teams a little bit short. I might not go through every detail, but I will be posting full in-depth, my full take on every team throughout, this month and next month. So, yeah. Sorry if your team doesn't come out first. But let's start out with the AFC West, consisting of the Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, and the Chargers. All right. So coming in fourth, you guys could probably go ahead and guess it. It is the Las Vegas Raiders. This team has an absolutely electric offense. And you might be saying, well, then how are they in fourth? Because their defense is absolutely terrible. Okay, I don't know who their defensive coordinator is, but Josh McDaniels is an offensive coach, so he's definitely not helping out the defense. This defense looks absolutely atrocious. It was absolutely atrocious last year, and now instead of having Derek Carr leading your offense, you have Jimmy Garoppolo, which in my opinion is a downgrade. He has never played in a team that is this, just bad, okay? So it's definitely going to be rough for him. I'm super excited to see what this offense can do with Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, and league-leading rusher Josh Jacobs, and to see what the new rookie Michael Mayer can do to fill that position of Darren Waller. But I don't think it's going to go too great, and so I have them coming in at 2-15 or 1-5 in the division, winning against the Packers and the Broncos. Now moving on to the team in third, we have the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, this team didn't make the playoffs last year. They were a pretty good team, and then kind of sold in the playoffs. And that is my biggest issue with this team. The defense is great. The offense is great. They have talent everywhere. They are super tall, super strong, super athletic. But I just have problems with what happened in the playoffs. Okay, they did not handle the pressure very well. And what I have seen from Justin Herbert really bothers me. I have seen good things from him. He is very strong, very talented, a very good player. But what I have seen from him, there's nothing great. He doesn't, he's not going to go out and win the game. We saw him. He's lost 2 very close games to the Chiefs. He's been good enough to get it a close game, but he hasn't been great enough to win that game. And so that's what I'm really missing from him. And so I have them coming in at 9-8. I just don't trust Justin Herbert to win these games, especially in this tough conference. But I really do love the team around him, though. But 9-8, 2-4 in the division. I've been losing to the Titans, Chiefs, Lions, Ravens, Broncos, Bills, Broncos, and the Chiefs. Now coming in at third, coming in at second, you guys can probably tell who this is going to be. We have the Denver Broncos. This team, absolutely terrible last year. The defense was great. Okay, maybe they weren't absolutely terrible. The defense was really, really good. With an offensive coach in Nathaniel Hackett, they were still really, really good. But the offense was absolutely terrible. Russell Wilson was absolutely terrible. But they got a new coach this year. They have Sean Payton. Now, he has been gone for a little bit, so it's going to take him a little bit to, get back to, doing things. But we saw what he did with Drew Brees. He was hurt. He wasn't doing amazing. And he turned him into a Super Bowl player and MVP. So I think he's going to do great things for Russell Wilson and definitely get this team turned back around, especially with the defense that they have. I have them coming in at 10-7 or 4-2 in the division and losing to the Dolphins, Chiefs, Packers, Bills, Lions, Patriots, and Raiders. And I'm sorry to say they are going to lose a tiebreaker and miss the playoffs. I'm sorry, Broncos fans. Now, moving on, we have the Kansas City Chiefs at number 1. I have them coming in at 12-5. I really do love this team. Their defense is pretty good. I think they're definitely going to improve. They have a young linebacker unit. This whole team is really young. They're really good, but they're just really young. So I think they're going to struggle in some bigger games. Now they do have Patrick Mahomes, and they do have Travis Kelce, and they do have Andy Reid, and that is why they are 12-5. But the rest of this team is super, super young. So it's going to be a little bit harder. I do not have them having the 1 seed. I have them being the 2nd seed. And so they don't get the bye week, but they're still going to be a really good team. It's just going to take them, some time to get into things. But I have them losing against the Lions, Jaguars, Broncos, Eagles, and the Bengals. So that undefeated record against the Broncos, Patrick Mahomes, it's over. But I have them being 5-1 in the division. All right. Moving on, we have the AFC North. This division has the Bengals, Ravens, Browns, and the Steelers. Now, coming in 4th, in my opinion, is pretty obvious. We have the Cleveland Browns. Okay, Deshaun Watson is coming back after being suspended last season. He got to play a couple games there late in the season, but he did absolutely terrible. Now he has a full offseason under his belt. He got to play some games last year. He's feeling better. He's with the team now. But I still don't see them doing all that much. I have them coming in at 7-10 or 2-4, and I have them getting off to a very slow start, losing the first 5 games of the season. And that is just because it's going to take him a little bit. All right, Kevin Stefanski isn't the greatest coach, I'm going to be honest. That defense is not the greatest. You have Myles Garrett, but really not that good. And you have 2 very ball-dominant players. You have Nick Chubb and Deshaun Watson. You want the ball in both of their hands, but you can't do that on every play. So 2 very ball-dominant players. It's going to take them a little bit to build that chemistry. It's going to take a little bit for Deshaun Watson to get going. So I have them coming in at 7-10 and winning against the Colts, Cardinals, Steelers, Bears, Texans, and Bengals. I hope I named all 7, but I'm not sure. Anyways, moving on, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this team was really, really young last year, and they're still really, really young. The defense is a little bit older, but this offense is absolutely not young and new. All right, you have George Pickens. Oh my gosh, I just realized. So I've done a couple takes of this because I'm taking too long. I've been calling him Deontay Pickens. Okay, I'm sorry. But anyways, we have George Pickens. You got Kenny Pickett, who had a great year last year, in my opinion, better than all of the rookie quarterbacks did last year. He was absolutely great in the 4th quarter, and I loved what I saw from him. The defense is absolutely insane. That pass rush, the secondary, everything is good about that team. Injuries definitely held them back last year, along with offensive coordinator Matt Canada, but they still went 9-8, and now this team is a little bit older, and they're ready to go, and I have them coming in at 10-7 and making the 7th seed. Sorry, Broncos fans, but the Steelers have taken your spots. Coming in at 2-4 in the division, I have them losing to the Jaguars, Titans, Browns, Bengals again, the Seahawks, and the Ravens. Moving on, the team in 2nd, we have the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I'm really excited for this team. They got a new offensive coordinator in Todd Monken. I am excited to see what he can do for this team. Everybody that I'm hearing from absolutely loves him. They love what's going on, and I am excited to see the spark from this team and what they can do. Lamar Jackson, he finally got his money. Okay, he finally has receivers. He has Odell Beckham Jr., Zay Flowers, and I forgot the third guy's name. Running game kind of struggles a little bit, but you have Lamar Jackson to help out and hold, defensive ends away because read options happen, obviously. And the defense is absolutely insane. Now, Roquan Smith has a full offseason with the team, and he gets to play a full season with them. Run stopping is going to be insane. Kyle Hamilton is going to get to take a step up this year. Really excited for him. And I'm just really excited for this offense. So I have them coming in at 11-6 or 4-2 in the division and losing against the Steelers, Seahawks, Bengals, Rams, Jaguars, and 49ers. Now, moving on, coming in first, we have the Cincinnati Bengals, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you they are the 1 seed. By the way, the Ravens were the 4 seed, or 5 seed. But the Bengals are the 1 seed, okay? I have them going 12-5, 4-2 in the division, and they are ready to take back the AFC from the freaking Chiefs. Okay, they are upset over what happened last year. They had some questionable officiating last year. Not saying they were the wrong calls, but some stuff happened that should not have happened. Okay, and they are ready to take back what is theirs. I do have them coming 12-5, winning a tiebreaker against the Chiefs. I actually have them beating the Chiefs at the Chiefs. But I'm really excited for this team. This team went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and this is the same team. They have just gotten older. They have just gotten better. Okay, this was a young team 2 years ago. Now they're older, wiser, stronger, better, smarter, everything. Okay, I'm really excited for this team. Defense is great. Offense is great. Coaching is great. 12-5, getting the 1 seed. Losing to the Ravens, Seahawks, Bills, and Browns. Ravens, Seahawks, 49ers, Bills, and Browns. Okay, moving on, we have the AFC South. Now, coming in last, we have the Houston Texans. Okay, the Houston Texans have one of the worst rosters in the league. Okay, but I'm really excited for their future. The team is super young. You have C.J. Stroud. You have Damian Pierce. You have D'Amico Ryans. You have Jalen Petre. You have Derek Stingley. You have Will Anderson. Okay, the future of this team is very bright, but this year I do have them coming in at 5-12 and 2-4 in the division. That is just because they're super young. They got to learn. C.J. Stroud just went from playing at Ohio State in the Big 12, I think is the conference that they're in, to being the Houston Texans. Okay, it's going to take him a while to translate that. But I am super excited for this team to see what they can do in the future. And, maybe they win 7 games this year. This team was really competitive last year, had a lot of close games. And so maybe they could even go like 7-10, 8-9. I doubt it, but I'm excited to see what they can do. And yeah, so I'm going at 5-12 and winning against the Colts, Saints, Buccaneers, Cardinals, and the Titans. Moving on, we have the Indianapolis Colts. I am really excited for this team too. I do have them winning a tiebreaker against the Texans, so 5-12, 3-3 in the division. They have a new coach as well. They have Shane Steichen. They have Anthony Richardson. They have Alec Pierce, another young receiver. I'm not exactly sure who they have on defense, but they have a pretty good defense. I mean, young players, by the way. But they have a pretty good defense, a pretty good offense. I don't know what happened to this team last year. Maybe it was coaching. Maybe it was Frank Reich. Maybe it was Matt Ryan was just not a good leader. I don't know. I'm sorry for what happened to Matt Ryan. I really wanted him to win a Super Bowl, but it did not happen. So, yeah. I can't have this team winning more than 8 games, even though I do really like the roster. I don't know what's wrong with them, but I have them winning 5 games. But I'm super excited to see what Anthony Richardson can do, especially with Shane Steichen. I do think it'll take him a while to translate. He didn't get many game reps in college, so it's going to take him a little bit to learn the system. But with Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman and Alec Pierce, he's going to be absolutely great, and so I'm really excited for this team. But I do have them winning against the Jaguars, Titans, Buccaneers, Raiders, and the Texans. I might have already said that. But moving on, we have the Tennessee Titans coming in second. This team has been very mediocre the last couple of seasons, and now they really have not improved the team all that much. I mean, they have really the same roster. They added another quarterback to that odd quarterback room with Will Levis, now Malik Willis, and Ryan Tannehill. But I'm really excited for this team's future because I think they will get a really good quarterback out of this. Maybe Ryan Tannehill takes a step up. Maybe Malik Willis takes a step up. Maybe Will Levis is the next GOAT. Because all of these players are having such high levels of competition put against them so early on in their careers, and Ryan Tannehill obviously having replacements drafted over him. So this is like this team is competing. Okay, every day in practice they are competing, and that's what you want in a team. Competition. You're gonna rise. You're gonna get better. You're gonna do better because you are competing every single day. There's no complacency. So really excited for the quarterbacks, but the rest of the roster, absolutely terrible. Treylon Burks is your best receiver, and he was kind of mid last year. No real receiving core. You have Derrick Henry, but he's getting a little bit older, and the physical style that he plays is just, going to wear down on him. As for the defense, really the same as last year. Good secondary, but really not much else. The thing I like most about this team is they have an identity. Okay, their coach knows what they're doing. They play physical defense. They play physical offense. They're going to run the ball. Okay, they're going to do their thing. And that's why I have this team winning 8 games and being 8-9, 3-3 in the division because they have an identity, they have a purpose, they know what they're doing. So I have them winning against the Saints, Chargers, Browns, Steelers, Panthers, Texans, and the Jaguars. Moving on to the team in first, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. And don't scream when I say this, I have them coming in at 9-8. Okay, so that's, a little bit odd. You're not really expecting them to be 9-8. Especially after the year they had last year. They almost made the AFC Championship last year. If they didn't, turn the ball over late in that game against the Chiefs, I really do think they could have won that. But this team, same team, you add Calvin Ridley to it, this team is going to be absolutely dominant. Now, why 9-8? Because I have them winning the division very early on in the year as far as winning the division goes. So they're playing meaningless football kind of down the stretch, and so they're going to lose some games to some teams that are fighting for playoff contention. They're going to lose some games. You're going to lose some games, okay? So I have them coming in at 9-8, but I really do love their linebacker core. It's the best in the league in my opinion. It's just there's a lot of other holes, like the secondary. That really bothers me. But the offense is going to be absolutely insane. I don't really like Tank Bigsby. I don't think he's going to be all that good in the NFL, but I am really excited for this Jaguars team. I have them being 4-2 in the division, 9-8 overall, and losing to the Colts, Bills, Saints, 49ers, Bengals, Buccaneers, Panthers, and the Titans. Now, moving on to the final division, we have the AFC East, my bad. And this is going to be a shocker. This is going to be a terrible division. I'm sorry to my future self reacting to this video. It's going to be absolutely horrific, okay? But I have the Bills coming in fourth. Okay, there's a lot of drama going on with the Bills. You have a defensive coach, which is not the greatest in this economy. Okay, you have Josh Allen, who did not look good down the stretch last year. You lost Brian Daboll. Okay, it's really the same team, and I have not seen this team make too much progression since that first year with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. I really have not seen them make that much of a difference or change all that much. And so I have them coming in at 9-8. Now, being the fourth team in the division, coming in at 9-8, absolutely swell. But I have them coming in at 9-8, 1-5 in the division. I just don't see enough from this team, and so I have them losing to the Jets, Dolphins, Giants, Patriots, Jets, Eagles, Chiefs, and the Patriots again. Now, coming in at third, I'm sorry to say it, but we have the New York Jets coming in at 10-7, 3-3 in the division, and missing the playoffs on a tiebreaker. I am sorry, Jets fans. I'm really excited for Aaron Rodgers to see what he can do in this offense with this team, with this defense. But it's gonna take them a while to get started. Okay, they can't go 11-6 because he doesn't throw to young rookie receivers. Okay, you have Garrett Wilson, who's in his second year. He's a great receiver, but he's not going to get the ball. This is a defensive coach. This is a bad offensive line. It's going to take Aaron Rodgers a little bit to get used to it. And so that's the main problem I have with this team. But still coming in at 10-7, it's not a failure to miss the playoffs if you go 10-7, okay? Next year can definitely go a lot better. It's just going to take a little bit. Aaron Rodgers does not understand the New York media. Think about how many drugs are in New York, okay? Aaron Rodgers is going to do all of them, all right? So there's going to be problems with the Jets, but 10-7 is not bad. I do not consider this a failure for the Jets, but I have them losing to the Cowboys, Patriots, Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, Dolphins, and the Patriots. Now, coming in second, I have the New England Patriots coming in at 10-7, 4-2 in the division, and being the 7th seed. I know I said the Steelers were the 7th seed. They're actually the 6th seed. But I have the Patriots coming in as the 7th seed, making the playoffs. This team, basically the same team. You add Juju. Okay, you have Bill Belichick going to coach a good defense, of course. You have Christian Gonzalez, an absolute steal in the draft. Okay, you add, what's his name? What the freak is his name? Oh, gosh dang it. You add Bill O'Brien. Okay, that going from Matt Patricia to Bill O'Brien automatically, in my mind, adds 2 wins. So that's 10-7, 4-2 in the division, and making the 7th seed. And Bill Belichick's job is officially safe. I do have them losing to the Eagles, Dolphins, Cowboys, Dolphins, Chargers, Steelers, Chiefs, and that is it. Now coming in first, I have the Miami Dolphins. Okay, this team just added Jalen Ramsey, Vic Fangio, and was already a good team last year. Now, if Tua can stay healthy with his jiu-jitsu classes, this team is going to be scary. Now, they are in a tough division, so I do have them coming in at 10-7, 4-2 in the division, and being the third seed, I do believe. Yeah, being the third seed in the AFC. So I'm really excited for this Dolphins team. They are a great team. But having Vic Fangio, Jalen Ramsey, already that secondary that you have, Jerome Baker, Tua being healthy, hopefully, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert, and I think they got Zach Moss in the draft. This team is going to be absolutely scary. If they were in any other division except for maybe the AFC West, oh my goodness, this team would win like 13 games. But I do have them being the 3 seed and losing to the Chargers, Eagles, Chiefs, Jets, Commanders, Ravens, and the Bills. And baby, that is it in under 20 minutes. Let's go, bro. You guys don't understand how many takes I've had of this, but let's go, baby. That's a touchdown. And I don't want to spoil things, but this guy is about to rage quit, okay? We did do a freaking friendly quit, but, it's okay, because it's all right. But, baby, I'm hyped for this season, hyped for the AFC. Everybody is so good. I'm excited to see what they can do. Standings will be up on the screen here. Just give it a second. It is loading. But they will be up on the screen. Hold on. Friendly quit. Boom. Hold on. Boom. So coming in first, we have the Bengals, 12-5. Coming in second, Chiefs, 12-5. Coming in third, Dolphins, 10-7. Fourth, Jaguars, 9-8. Fifth, Ravens, 11-6. Sixth, Steelers, 10-7. Seventh, Patriots, 10-7. Now, if you're a fan of a team and you do not see them in this top 7, they are over here on the sides and miss the playoffs. But I do have high hopes for most of these teams. And you guys tell me your take in the comments. And if I didn't go fully in depth, if I didn't talk a lot about your team, there will be videos coming out about your favorite team. Just subscribe. Just wait a little bit, and they will be out. So I thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time.